That wasn't loud enough.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back
sync
to
up the
fucking guy already. Already he begins. So
now we're gonna have to do a second take because you screwed up the intro. They call me One Take Johnny. I don't even know why. My name's not Johnny.
moving on. Welcome back to another episode of Meeple Empire. I am JR. This fucking douchebag is Palmer. It's been a long weekend. Coming off a long shooting weekend on set. And we are here to ramble at.
Wait, so you've been on set all weekend?
Yes, I have.
So you haven't been keeping up with the internet?
Don't fucking do this to me again. The last time you pulled this shit, Romero died. What happened now?
Carpenter died.
No.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
I am not.
You fucking asshole. What an asshole. I can't fucking handle this shit. Oh my...
It took me a couple days to figure out, like, who would have a good emotional impact, and I finally decided to settle on Carpenter.
I can't fucking do. We got people dropping like fucking flies. I mean...
Sometimes with a rope around their neck.
That was rather... Do you know that they're actually kind of calling up that could be murder?
I heard a little bit about it yesterday, but until I actually, like, until I see it kind of gain a little bit more traction, I'm putting it squarely in the Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, you know,
fuck that bitch.
Conspiracy theory. Hey, but still, she didn't kill him.
Have you looked at Courtney Love?
He was very depressed that he was making tons of money.
If you had to go home to that bitch, you'd probably slit your wrists too. Granted, he fucking swallowed a shotgun and all,
himself,
but
yeah.
I mean...
And I'm called Heartless. That was just mean.
Have you seen this bitch? Jesus Christ. I'm busted. That chick, whole different plane.
Nah.
Anyway, before we've already deep dived way off the deep end.
Yeah.
Literally. I feel like there was so much this week. Granted, what a fucking asshole.
Pew, pew, pew.
I don't know, like, you know, we want to talk cinema, we want to talk board games, video games, like, there's so much to talk about,
and you didn't do any research like I asked.
Well, no, I can't help but think, like, San Diego Comic-Con, I mean, like,
what about San Diego Comic-Con?
There's so much, I mean, like, you have Justice League, you have Batfleck coming out saying that he actually enjoys doing Batman. You have the
Who doesn't enjoy doing Batman?
You have the Arrowverse. You have Walking Dead. There's just
nothing happened with Walking Dead.
So much. Well, people died on their set apparently. So
oh yeah,
it shouldn't be Walking Dead.
It's called The Walking Dead.
I mean, it shouldn't be Walking Dead. It should be called Walking Died.
Nah.
I mean, really.
So really, the only piece of news is a strong word. But the only really interesting thing that came out of Comic-Con that we didn't already know going in was we got a new Justice League trailer, which looks phenomenal. The first one tried to be, in my opinion, a little too light, given the films that preceded it, and this was before Wonder Woman came out. So given the films preceding it, it seemed a little too light. And I felt like it was a little too jarring after the first two movies. Wonder Woman did a good job of kind of bridging that gap.
Okay. And
then this trailer was more action-oriented. You get your first look at Steppenwolf, who's the villain. And so it still had some lightness to it, but it looked like they weren't going to go too over the top. Even though whiny people on the internet, want them to.
So I mean,
we got
no matter what,
we got name dropped on the Green Lantern Corps. There doesn't look like there's going to be Green Lanterns in this because there's a very specific line in the trailer where Steppenwolf, we assume it's Steppenwolf, says that, this world's going to fall. There are no lanterns. There are no Kryptonians. So they really have no one to protect them.
Well, I mean, that's a deep amount of information, but coming from you who actually likes Suicide Squad, I think that we can only take your opinion so far.
Yeah, like gospel truth. I'm just saying. So, I mean, that was really the biggest thing that come out of San Diego. The other things that will be coming down the pipeline later on the year is the DC event Doomsday Clock, in which they're bringing the Watchmen over into the DC universe finally. That's been teased for about a year now, and they've already officially announced it. But they kind of went over a little bit more, and I'm sure there'll be more coming out as the weeks and months roll on.
So moving on from San Diego, what about the cinema world? What was on your docket? No, because I can't even say that. Like, we can only take so much of this at face value. You didn't say a goddamn word about anything that has to do anything with Marvel.
Because Marvel didn't announce anything. Marvel did all their announcements at D83.5 the previous week, which I tried to go over, but you were like, no, we got to cut this show short. So I blame you.
What the fuck? Game of Thrones!
But was it a really good episode? No. It was okay.
It started off strong,
I don't think anything
like
happened.
A bastard. It started off strong like a bastard. I mean,
aside from that really creepy, like, Sansa-Jon relationship, watch it.
Arya's a fucking badass.
What did she do? Nothing. She sat down with Ed Sheeran, or however you spell his last name, or pronounce his last name. And even then,
you're one of those.
He's one of those. She walks up to this group of, I can only assume, bandits who are randomly sitting on a log, frying up some victuals. Has this person never seen one episode of Game of Thrones? She should be dead by now. She should be.
I'm not even going to validate
all those people should just turn around and killed her. Because that is exactly what would happen in Game of Thrones.
They were delivering a song, a meaningful song. Did you not pull anything of the song?
It was a song? I was probably sleeping at that point.
Fucking douche.
The Starks are the least interesting part about that show. Like, all of them. They should have just all been wiped out in season 1.
So, doing my homework.
Yes.
That which I did not do.
Right.
I did want to bring note, because if anything, we do have a couple big board games on the horizon.
We do.
Heaven forbid I actually get them on time, or the ones that I want. But
you can get them eventually. It depends. You see, you say on time, like in the board game world, these things have fixed release dates. These things about to have as much of a fixed release date as a married person having sex. You're lucky to ever get it.
I have no room for which to argue this point or counter-argue.
So, what games you looking forward to that supposedly you haven't gotten yet?
I'm really looking forward to Dead of Winter.
Yeah, this is supposed to be until like October.
August. I think we should have it now.
Bullshit.
Why can't we have an advanced copy?
Well, because Asmodee has the rights to them now, and good luck with that. I love Asmodee. They own pretty much every board game maker of value on the planet. They have there's Asmodee, there's Fantasy Flight, there's Glad Hat Games.
I was going to talk about The Thing, because I think that board game's going to kick major ass in the limited edition version that I won't get.
Hey, I'm trying.
But you already done fucked that one up.
Maybe. Who knows? And even that's not supposed to be out yet.
And then, I mean...
Evil Dead 2 is supposed to be out maybe October, because, Kickstarter.
We have to address a friend of the show and a viewer, Kevin, because not only should we backtrack to that sex after marriage thing and see what his take on all this is...
Yeah, they're still in the honeymoon period.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You still getting any ass, Kev? He did bring up the fact that he wanted to hear more about Star Wars.
he brought this up to me, and I told him, because according to him, we haven't talked Star Wars.
That's because I can't stand Star Wars.
For one,
it's pretty fucking clear.
There hasn't been anything Star Wars related since we started doing this. And two, we did talk Star Wars. It was during my rant on how much J.J. Abrams fucks up everything he touches.
Hey, Jar Jar, you fucking wrecked Star Wars for me.
Jar Jar is the greatest part about Star Wars. Second, Ewoks.
I'll give you Ewoks. I'm kind of sad I didn't get that Rainbow Flag Ewok mag. Like, I wanted that comic book.
You should have bought it when I had it. I had it for like a month. I don't want to hear it.
There was so much debate about that book.
Yeah.
You know? To be honest, we were just talking, actually on set, about San Diego Comic-Con. And I admitted, like, I would definitely question my sexuality for tickets to San Diego Comic-Con. Like, I think even you look attractive for tickets to San Diego Comic-Con.
I always look attractive.
And that's a fucking stretch.
I always look attractive.
Just saying.
San Diego tickets aren't that hard to get.
For me, they are.
Oh, for you, but you're a peon. I can go any year I want.
Fuck. Why can't you go, Palma? You gonna get on a
No,
plane?
Are
you gonna get on a plane?
I choose not to go. Because I don't want to die in a fiery plane crash. Like Richie Valens and Buddy Holly. I'm at that level of celebrity.
I'm just saying, they were talented.
Like, if I died...
The gods took talent there. Do you really think that
Can you just imagine how much...
They couldn't get
how
you
much
there
the
quick
world
enough.
would weep after losing those two and then me? They would outlaw travel by air. Maybe if you had a giant slingshot.
So I feel like coming into this and our thing, seeing you were, I don't know, effectively 34 minutes late. 34 minutes late, people. You're fucking up my shower and getting ready for Thrones time.
Yeah, well.
So,
I'm the talent. Get used to it.
All this being said, what is your big thing for the week? What did you take out of the last week of life?
What I took out of the last week of life is... Once again, I'm waiting for our game set to finish getting made so we can start doing some live playthroughs. I like how you're pointing at me. That has nothing to do with me. You're the one getting the studio set up. You know, our first, I'm saying it now, our first playthrough, he doesn't even know yet. We are going to film and put up unabridged him teaching me how to play Warhammer 40K, and then my very first game playthrough.
See, now, the only entertainment for this is those of you who will get a kick out of my pain. Because this will be physically painful. There will be more cursing and colorful language in the 45 minutes it takes me to teach this kid how to play 40K than probably any of 1,000 videos I could put out combined.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be miserable.
Yeah.
Not to mind the fact that you're already prepping ways you're going to fuck with me over this.
In fact, I think that's what we're going to call the episode. James's Misery.
Fuck off. Well, you'll be glad to know that now, after concluding this weekend, my film commitments have been all fulfilled, and we can solely focus on getting everything ready to go actual live with broadcast and do playthroughs.
Yay!
So hopefully friends of the show will come in and actually do some playthroughs with us. Maybe I can get someone, a.k.a. Kevin, to volunteer his time to teach you so I don't have to suffer through this shit.
No. You have to teach me 40K. I have questions that must be answered.
I'll tell you what, I'll teach you how to play 40K. You have to sell Final Fantasy.
I already did sell Final Fantasy.
To someone other than me.
I found some idiot to buy 2 booster boxes.
To someone other than me who bought said 2 booster boxes.
Yeah, no, that's impossible.
You have 12 packs. You have to sell them. You sell all 12 packs to someone else
I
other
don't
than
have
me.
12 packs anymore.
I'll teach
Those
you 40K.
mysteriously vanished.
No, they're inside the cabinet. I saw them.
No, they're not.
So.
Hey, not my fault. You were the only person on Earth that wanted to buy a Final Fantasy card game.
I can't be alone.
Pew, pew, pew. What the hell is this? Why is there only half a person in this thing?
Because the other half of the person is in the tank that isn't sitting on top of. Jesus Christ, man.
Stupid Malifaux.
I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of you. Anywho, so, that being said, I think we've said and rambled all that we can actually fit into this little episode.
I think so, because we're at 15:05, 06, 07.
No, this is a new card, so we've got more time, more wiggle room for you to bitch and complain and piss and moan.
As we call it, why the people watch.
Don't have anything to say in regards to that, because it's probably the God's honest, painful truth. My misery is their entertainment.
Yes.
This prick is good at facilitating my misery. Therefore, you win.
Yay!
So, thank you guys for watching another episode of Meeple Empire. Hopefully, within the next 7 days, we get everything ready so that way I can do a live playthrough. God knows when I'm going to let you see it, because it's going to be fucking miserable.
Or hopefully in the next 7 days, one of us gets killed by a girl from a well. It's a ring joke. You call yourself a horror hound.